At this time, we ask those of you who can to please stand and remove your hands. To our America, those defending our freedom, we ask you to place your hand over your heart for the playing of our national anthem.
Welcome to tonight's matchup. We got the Verona Wildcats versus the Prairie West Wolves. I'm your host, Terrence Jackson. I'm here with my co-host, Makai Jackson. What's going on, Makai?
It's going pretty good, Got us a big game tonight.
Big game. This is going to be a big one. You know, like we've been saying for a while, Prairie West has been on a winning streak ever since they beat Verona.
Mm-hmm.
And we both know that Verona, they're looking to get their get back as well right now.
Yeah. You're going against a team that hasn't lost since they beat you. And then on top of that, Verona, coming off a win last game as well.
Yeah.
They beat Madison West last game of the regular season. And, both teams are looking for this win. Man, I've been waiting for this, though. I've been waiting for the playoffs. Now it's here. We got to be at the game.
Any predictions this game?
To be honest, if I'm being honest, it really depends, man. Like, anybody can show up.
100% agree.
For some Prairie West, you're on a winning streak. That plays a big role.
Yeah.
And winning the last matchup. When they were ranked at, top 3 in the conference at the time.
Yeah.
That plays a big role in the confidence. And letting some Prairie West know, like, hey man, we can compete. Verona. I just feel like they just gotta come together, play as one, and understand, like, man, it's either one or go home.
Yeah, it is.
I'm gonna be honest. I don't see nothing from both teams.
I want to say thank you to everybody tuning in right now, watching us on Up Next TV Network. If you're watching us on social media, make sure you like, share, comment. Whatever team that you're rooting for right now, drop it in the comments with a hashtag. And don't forget the hashtag Up Next TV Network.
This is going to be a great matchup. John Hill versus Terry, two really skilled guards at the point guard position, you know.
Yeah.
Right here is coming off the game at 27 points. Wow. Yeah, that's a lot, you know. Who did they play? That's a great question. Great question.
I seen that on social media as well.
Yeah.
When they were saying that. Let's see what they got. Wildcats with the ball here. Applying pressure, tearing, trying to get in the lane and create something.
Let's see what he can do. You know, Will with the ball right now. I'm going to be honest, though. I don't see nothing better than going from both teams. So.
Yeah. Looks like Prairie has a new matchup going on right now, starting lineup.
Yeah. It's playoff time now.
Yeah.
That's been stepping up. Prairie West. Xavier.
Yeah. 10 to 3. Khalil. Rebound goes back up. Jackson.
Jackson with a nice back layup right there. You know, to be honest, you got CJ bringing up the ball, you know, a taller guard. You know, he uses his height to his advantage. I hear put the nice range outside right there. Okay. You know, we're with the ball right now. I think this is a great matchup as well. And a nice layup from Will right there, making it look easy. Get DJ. Fast break. And going away. Like you said, first time to get in the bonus. Whoever wins the game. It goes. Oh, nice pass right there, Xavier. Oh, nice move. Yeah. N1. Is that an N1? And an N1 bucket right there from Xavier. Honest, I seen the clip. Xavier, you know, striking Hamilton, throwing him up the alley-oop. And he dunked it. Like, I didn't see that in a minute. You know, somebody throwing the alley-oop, then going to catch it and dunking it. You know, and I mean, Xavier has just been on the roll ever since the win against Verona Wildcats.
Yeah.
One play. Yeah, I'm going to be honest. I'll sneak up on you and give you 3 threes. Easy. You got Eli, man. Eli from Verona Wildcats. Nice steal from Xavier, bringing up the ball. Right now, Prairie West is playing very confident right now. Nice layup. Nice floater.
TJ, get it. Jackson pushing the ball now.
But they're evenly matched. I'm going to be honest.
Yeah.
From the height standpoint of things, you know, Verona Wildcats are playing Madison West. They had them on the height side of things, you know, because Madison West didn't have the team playing that game. But, you know, this game seems very evenly matched. So I agree. This is a great matchup. You got 10 playing defense on Zahir. Excuse me. With the ball, passing it back to TJ. TJ going inside. Mid-range shot, and that is off. Nice help side defense. You got Eli in the 3, and that is off. Six to 5 right now. You got the Wildcats leading by 1 point. 1 point. You got TJ bringing up the ball, making Jackson play 4-court press. Usually, you don't see a lot of Jackson playing 4-court press, but last game we seen Jackson playing wonderful defense against Madison West. You know, he's playing
the point guard. You know, guarding the point guard. You don't see that a lot, but a nice bucket from number 14, Elmer, with a nice shot right there. You know, both teams are coming to play that Will. Passing it back out to Eli. One person he can't leave open. And he misses that, but Will comes down with it and misses the jump shot right there. You got TJ bringing up the ball right now, trying to get something going. You know, one thing that I'm going to be honest, they're getting Jackson kind of out of the paint, though. You know, and that's going to play a big major role for Verona Wildcats. You know, if you get Jack. And that one was a little off right there from Xavier. Eli with the ball. Trying to get some going. Xavier playing some defense.
Oh, no good. Looks like he's heading to the line.
Yeah.
Eli.
You know, one thing about Eli, he gonna knock those down.
Yeah, he is.
You know, he don't miss from he don't miss from the line.
There's just certain people you don't want to send to the line.
Oh, no.
He's definitely one of those guys.
Those are layups to him. We have some new faces coming into the game right now. We have number 25, Carter Jones, subbing into the Knights game for Sun Prairie West, and we also have number 0, Caden. And also we have Deontay subbing in the game for Maddox. Now right now, I'm going to be honest. 13 minutes left in this quarter. You know, let's see if Sun Prairie West can get it going. Oh, nice move right there from Jahil, showing the handles. Carter with the ball, passing it to Xavier. Jahil with a 3.
Oh, good.
Okay, and that one was off. Right now, Xavier needs to push the pace. Uh-oh, he got the look that he wants. TJ.
Oh, slap.
Okay. Okay. TJ with the tough layup right there. And Jahil playing some close-up defense right now. You got Caden with the ball. Oh, nice layup right there. I just couldn't finish. One thing that Sun Prairie West needs to realize though early on, you can't get into foul trouble. You don't want that to be the reason.
Yes.
You know, you don't need that to be the reason. Yes. We got Caden at the free throw line right now. We've been seeing a lot more of Caden. You know, Caden is one of those players that can play the point guard position all the way to the small forward if needed. But he's one player that, you know, if you're playing him up, he can get past you. Yeah. You know, he got some handles to him.
Man, like I say all the time, anybody can show up. And right now, Sun Prairie West is showing a major difference. I believe the first time Verona played Sun Prairie West, I think it was almost like a 27-0.
Yeah.
In the first half.
27-0.
It was bad.
It was bad.
The first time it was bad. Then the second time they got him.
Came back. Won the game by a buzzer beater.
And now we're winning ever since then.
Yeah, winning.
And sometimes it just takes a team's time to find their rhythm.
Yeah, and it's like that. You know, for both teams. You know, you got, you know, Verona Wildcats being able to come back from that loss.
Yeah.
You know, and that's great to see as well, you know. Being able to bounce back. It's all about the bounce back.
All about the bounce back. Knocks him down.
Now it's tied in.
And you expect to see games like this around this time. You know, teams got it together. Russell for 3. No good.
Nice hustle right there from Jahil. Pushing the pace. Going all the way.
And draws.
Okay.
Way to get in the lane.
Yeah, that was good.
Attack the lane like that. You got to be aggressive and get in the lane.
Yeah. That's good, though. You know, getting to the bucket like that.
Yeah.
You know, if you get to the bucket like that, 9 times out of 10, you're going to get that foul, and it's going to be on the other team. But, you know, you got to respect the call. And okay. They got the fouls on the ground.
They got the fouls on the ground.
Okay. I didn't think they got the call. Oh. And they're going to the line.
Ooh.
They're going to the line.
You got to be careful with that.
Yeah.
Seems like they're starting to blow that whistle early now.
It's a big game, man. You know, winner of this game plays the winner of Oregon versus Madison.
Okay.
You know, we got Quincy Mosley on the Up Next Athlete podcast. And, you know, we're touching base about, you know, the big game.
Yeah.
You know, and he knows what's at stake. You know, senior. You know, let's see if they can get that win over there.
See if they can get it. If anybody's out there watching that game, please keep us updated.
Yeah.
You know, so we can let everybody else know how that game is going.
And he misses both from the line.
Man, these free throws are so important.
Yeah. You know, a lot of fans in the crowd are, you know, putting their hands up in the air like, hey, no fouls on the Prairie West side. Like, hey, no need.
I haven't seen Owen tonight.
Yeah, I think they're going to gradually get him into the game. You know,
man, he was really dealing with an injury, man. Oh, they call it charge. Will takes the charge there.
Yeah, you got to respect the call.
Will's doing something a little different tonight. I see he got one black shoe, one white shoe.
I like it, though. I like
a little different flavor.
Yeah, that's showing, you know, creativity.
Yeah.
I like that. And on his shoes, it says equality, I believe. Like that.
One black shoe, one white shoe. Okay.
Yeah. You know, right now, I believe Zavon has 2 fouls already in tonight's game.
Oh, early. First half, man.
You know, but still, you got to let him play, though.
Yeah, you got to
let him play.
I mean, we saw the other day, you know, that hurt a team.
Man.
Oh, Taryn, get in the lane. And that's the other thing that Taryn's going to have to do in a game like this. He got to be aggressive the same way Jahir is being aggressive in getting in that lane.
Yeah.
Especially from a point guard perspective. There's always coming. I don't care what nobody says. And I'm not just saying it because I played guard, but guards control the game. It's like,
It's like,
you know what I mean? It's like, look, if I'm playing on you and you playing point guard and I'm just letting you come up and do whatever you want to do and make decisions and make plays, you won't have it your way. But if they're both being aggressive and you know, playing defense and making it hard and aggravating that guy, you're going to see a different game.
Yeah, I mean, they're the ones bringing up the ball.
And it's a good matchup with those two. Terrence, this is the second one.
Carter, let's see if he can make up for those free throws. Almost throws the ball away right there. We got, Kron with the ball. Looking at the mismatch. Will with the ball.
But I believe this was one of Will's first dunks versus them.
Yeah, contact dunk at that.
I think he dunked on somebody.
You know, that went, man, when I tell you the crowd was loud after that. You know, we were talking to him. We had him on the Up Next Athlete podcast, too. We were talking about that moment. Yeah. Like, man, what was going on? What were you thinking about? Man, he told us what he was trying to do, and he did it. And he did it, man, and that was awesome to see. You know, you don't see a lot of plays like that all the time, right? You know, so when you see it, it's always cool to see. You know, you got Jock Hamilton passing it back to Carter. Oh, okay. What do they say? The bank is open. What do they say?
The bank is closed right now.
Oh, the bank is closed.
Yeah, it was closed, but you know.
Oh, and a foul on Taryn right there. Oh. Hey, they're calling it both ways, though. You know, Coach Cottrell Robinson doesn't agree with that call right there. Prairie West with the ball. Deontay has to be careful. You know, you don't need to get any fouls. Carter bringing up the ball back to Kron. Oh, nice pass right there. And he is going to the line.
Got the freshman in the game.
Got the freshman.
I tell you what, Coach Swanson has really changed up his rotation with his guys. Like, you know, putting a lot of more trust in, you know, his younger guys. They're showing that they deserve it, and he's giving them that shot to go out there and do it.
And I'm going to be honest, I think
they're stepping up.
And I'm going to be honest, I think ever since that game, you know, we weren't able to cover those games that were after the big game versus Wildcats, but we pay attention. We always know what's up next.
You know it.
You know, so.
And he knocks down both of them.
Okay. We got the freshman getting subbed out. Jahir back into this game. Okay, Jock Hamilton. You got to make sure no blocking foul. Yeah. Got to put hands up, hands up.
Almost in bonus. Eli up top with the ball.
Will with the ball right now, trying to call a play. Trying to get something going.
Oh.
Hey, man, they're calling a lot, though.
It is. Touch it.
Yeah, like, it's the first round. We got Will at the free throw line. Let's see if we can knock down these free throws right here. Elmore comes up with the rebound right now. Nice pass. You gotta go. Nice move. Yep. And a foul right there on Deontay Phillips. And I'm gonna be honest, I agree with that call right there. Watching it from my perspective, But, you got to move on. Got to move to the next play. And understand, man, when I tell you this gym is packed right now. But Carter is having a rough time at the free throw line right now. Got Xavier summing back into this game right now. And he knocks down that free throw. Prairie West is leading 14-10 right now. Prairie West is leading. We don't usually see this a lot with teams with, I'm going to be honest. The last time we've seen a team this close, and I'm going to say it right now. Last time we've seen a team this close, and a nice bucket from Caden down low. The last time we seen a team this close to Verona Wildcats early on, Madison Memorial, that was pretty close.
Yeah.
And that was in the regular season. But, man, it's playoffs, man. Anybody can show up.
Yeah, they can.
Jahil with the ball. TJ, all the way.
Wide open.
Oh, and a nice block right there. Okay, Jackson. On with the ball, going up. Nice rebound from Will. Will going up strong to Xavier. Man, they're calling. Is that a foul or just a jump ball? Oh, a foul. Call. Foul on number 0, Caden. And Prairie and Verona.
Bonus now.
Oh, man.
Told you, look how much time is left. So they both want it.
So that means it's going to be close.
Right. I said get in bonus that had like 2 minutes, 3 minutes left. They both in bonus. They got 9 minutes left in the first half.
So this going down to a buzzer beater.
Man.
Xavier.
Knock it down.
Man, he's one player that progressed during the season.
Yeah, he did.
He
cut the dreads off, too.
Yeah, he cut them off, man.
It looked like it was a different lineup, but then I looked, I'm like, the dreads is gone.
The dreads is gone. I was looking for him at first, when they were in warm-ups, and I'm like, oh, he got the, what we call it, the fro?
You got the little Philly fro.
Philly fro. Something different.
Yeah, I used to have one of those back in my day.
Yeah.
Will getting in the lane there. Can he make it? Nothing.
One thing I will say about Will this game is he's shooting his shots, though.
Yeah, he is.
He's not shying away from, what he does.
Man, you cannot do that around this time. That sitting back and waiting. What you waiting on?
Yeah, no.
You know what I mean? You can wait for a shot, but you got to make it happen. Playing keep away. Pretty close game here. Wildcats lead.
Yeah. And I mean, Xavier, keeping his hands up right there. He doesn't want to cost it. Oh, and Jahil pushing the pace. No, okay. Okay.
With the fade away.
Okay.
Look at him.
Okay.
Look at him.
That's how you do it right there.
Look at him.
Now let's see if Verona Wildcats can respond back.
I'll tell you what, he's taking advantage of Taryn being out right now.
Yeah.
If I was coaching right now, I'd probably have to put Taryn back in there and tell him, hey, you got to play up on him.
I think he got 2.
Oh, he got 2.
Excuse me, I might be wrong, but I know he caught one. You know, with that charge, you know, the charge,
Yeah.
the offensive foul. You know, but I'm gonna be honest, I think Jaheer's gonna go to work, like you said.
Yes, it's a little tough. Eli trying to match up with him. Oh, big man, pull up.
That looked good from down here.
Yeah, nice shot. Look, I saw the form. Let's see what Will do with it real quick. Passes it. Jackson.
You really gotta think though, like
Jackson with the reverse layup. No good. Gets a rebound.
ooh. And a nice steal. Xavier, is he gonna go? Ooh.
Eli said, no, I ain't finna let you come.
Hey, but you gotta give it to Eli.
He was finna knock that one.
You can't have that.
Eli was like, no, I ain't finna let you get that one.
Yeah, nah, you can't. You know, you got Max. You know, Max is one of those players that he brings the strength. I'm gonna be honest.
Yeah, I get it, man. Yeah.
You know? And he's one player, you know, he plays football as well. So, you know, that football strength is always going to carry over to any sport. I'm going to be honest.
Yeah. You know, right?
Come on. Football player myself.
I hear that. Let's see. 4-point game. So right now it looks like Madison West and Oregon is tied up.
Okay.
At 19-19 with four minutes left in the first half.
So all the games going down close. That's how it got to be, though.
Yep. Thank you to Jeff Russell out there updating us on that.
And a nice bucket from Will Strimlow. TJ got to push the pace right now. You know, nobody's down low. You got Max by himself. You know, and what does TJ do? Do just that. He should have floated that one a little more higher. You got Eli with the ball. Trying to draw the foul. You got Jackson in the corner. Is it good? No, it's not.
You ain't lying. Max come in and bring that physicality. You know what's a good matchup on Max, though? Like Rustler.
Ooh, I can see
Rustler
that.
on the Wolves.
That is a good matchup.
Though.
You know, because he
got that football body, too.
He plays football as well.
Depending on how I go, I can see them throwing Rustler back in there to match up with him down.
Yeah, I can see that totally.
Body on him. He was in there for a little bit at the beginning.
Yeah, you know, just the rotation.
Yeah.
You know, like you said, you know, when you're in that moment, when the game's going on, you know, you got to, man.
And that's where your assistant coaches come into play.
Yeah.
It's hard for a head coach to see all of that, you know what I mean? And I don't know how it works for everybody.
And look, everybody trying to get the ball right there. Somebody West comes up with it. You got Xavier pushing the pace. TJ. With the ball being aggressive. Jaheer, this is the matchup that he wants right here.
Eli just try to stay wide.
Yeah, you got to.
Stay wide on him because he's so quick and don't reach. Fade away. No good. Max with the rebound there.
One thing I will say, some Prairie West is up. So they can slow it down just a little bit. Oh, Will with the pull-up.
No good. Max, get that ball.
You know, if I'm some Prairie West, I'm slowing it down. You got to get everything set up. You know, they're playing at our tempo right now.
Man, we see 3 points up. Matter, we saw a team yesterday have 1 point up and hold the ball for almost
3 minutes.
3 minutes.
That might go. And that is.
Up.
Oh, okay. And the big three right there. Oh, and some Prairie West is turning up right now. I'm going to be honest.
Coach Rob called a timeout on that one.
He had to. You got to.
Like, what's going on
number 14,
right
Elmer with the deep three. The first one was off, but it looked good. And then he makes up for it, knocking down the second three and knocking it down when it matters. Yeah. You know, and we knew this game was going to be close, but I'm going to be honest.
Yeah.
You know, when you're on a streak and not losing, you know, that's hard to be the team that's on a winning streak, man.
On a winning streak.
That's why, you know, we say it matters how you end the regular season. I don't care.
It do.
It always matters.
It do.
You know, because it plays a big role later on. And, again, Verona Wildcats, they handle business.
Yeah.
You know, but they're going against a team that
been on a streak.
Yeah. It's all about confidence with basketball. You know, the confidence part and, you know, not changing up what's working.
Yeah. See what Will does with it here.
You know, one thing I didn't see a lot from Jackson right now is getting down low, though.
Yeah.
You know, They're making, it's TJ with a fast break. Can he go all the way? Jahil. Oh, okay. Oh. Hey, some Prairie West. They ain't come to play. Man, you got to give it to them, man. Like, they're the underdogs. If we label anybody in the Big 8 as underdogs, it would be some Prairie West and Madison West.
Yeah. And I told you.
And I'm going to be honest. It can go either way. You know, if Madison...
body in the game, number 21.
Yeah, we got number 21. We got Jenner in tonight's game. You know, he's standing at 6'5".
What grade is he in?
And he's also a senior. And Terry back in his game.
That's what he got to do, right?
He did call it out. You know, get him back in this game. Get him back in the rotation.
Got to.
Oh, Jahil with the moves. Trying to draw the foul. Get it going. Oh, a deep three from Kron. But, nice move.
Getting in the lane.
Hey. He almost got me on my seat. I'm going to be honest.
Look at Taryn getting back in it now. Being aggressive.
Yeah. The point guard battle.
Yep. He's been sitting. Can I get it?
Are they going to call a jump ball or travel?
Way to push it out.
That's what I'm talking about. That's how you do it.
That's smart basketball.
Just throw it out of there.
Well, let me get it out.
Hands up. Keep hands up. And Jackson misses the layup right there. They needed that. Let's see if he can make up for it on defense. You got Jahil slowing up the pace. He's controlling the game, though. I'm going to be honest.
That's smart.
You got to control it.
Yeah.
Got to control this lead. Jahil by himself. Carter. And they're being aggressive, though. Got the freshman on his way back into tonight's game. Got Taryn. This is going to go down to a point guard battle. What do you think? What you think? I'm calling out. Got Jahil by himself.
Way to get back in it.
And that's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about right there.
Jackson with the layup. Can't quite get it. Goes back up.
And the crowd is going wild after the tough bucket right there. Number 21, Jenner coming into the game, making a statement by hitting that clutch layup right there. Let's see if he can knock down this free throw. You got Will coming out. You also got Taryn on his way out as well. You know, going to the bench right now. You got the freshman, number 24, Thomas Malone, in tonight's game for Sun Prairie West.
Yes.
I'm gonna be honest. I want to see Thomas Malone with the ball in his hands.
Yeah.
You know, and I believe he missed a second free throw right there.
Man, these free throws are so important.
Yeah. Right now, you got to go to work. Give it to the young freshman. Freshman going to work. You know, this is going to let us see.
Taryn got to get his hands off. Got to get your hands off.
Ooh. Nice pass right there. Somebody need to take control of.
They both teams are in bonus right now. So getting in the lane, I don't blame Taryn for doing that. They need to swing it back that way more. You know, you got to get in the lane. I wouldn't take 100 threes unless it's Eli.
Unless it's Eli. I told you. Hey,
I would take 100
you got to give it to him. And he's hyped right now. That's what I'm talking about. I like to see that.
There you go.
Got to be hyped. Because I want to be hyped.
Got to change tempo.
Carter. You got to be careful. Hands. Let's go in that way.
Way to hustle.
You know? That's how you do it right there. You got to get Xavier back in this game.
Yeah, you do.
You know, it seems like they have trouble when he's in.
Right now, it looks like Madison West and Oregon. Madison West is leading 24-21.
Okay. We're trying to go for that three. Do they need a three right now?
Get in the lane. You're in bonus. Jackson. Going back to their game.
Now it's go time right now. Some Prairie West cannot shy away from what's been working, and that's in a foul. He's going to the line.
Yeah, you got to get to that line.
You know, Jackson is one player that they don't need in foul trouble.
No.
Because Jackson has shown that he can shoot.
Yeah.
He can get to the free throw line if he wants to. But if he gets in foul trouble early, that's going to I'm going to be honest. He's one of the main contributors to getting those rebounds.
Yeah.
You know, so he plays a big role in tonight's game.
100%.
A really big role. And they missed that free throw. Verona Wildcats are leading. Will. Hands up high.
There you go. High off the glass.
Oh, he hits that. Hey, that was a nice floater. Got to be careful.
Wildcats take this lead back.
Ooh. Let's stay this way.
Coach Wild standing back up now. He was sitting down for a minute. You know, you don't see him sitting down. Coach Swanson on court.
Oh, he called a timeout.
Okay,
that was a smart timeout.
Okay.
I'll give him that.
Man, I mean, we got us a game right now.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, we got us a game right now. These guys are battling it out right now. Wildcats has managed to get the lead back by 3.
3-point game.
Karen going to work right away.
Oh, travel. That was. Smart defense, though. Because if he would have...
Hill coming back in the game now. Yeah, he's smart. That was a smart call on Coach Swanson.
Yeah.
Because that's a good balance of a matchup.
Yeah.
Too.
To be honest.
Will getting in the lane with the left hand.
They got to get Elmer, number 14, back in tonight's game. You know, he plays a big role as well.
Hill and Taryn matching up right now. Getting a couple screens.
Oh, they got to be careful. And that's
make it.
Boom. Okay. Okay. Got to respect that. That was a smart pull-up. One thing, Carter, just need no hands. You know, got to play some defense. Both teams are in bonus. They're trying to get it down to low to Jenner.
Can he get in there? And he does.
Nice bucket.
Down low.
One thing, this is gonna let us know right now if some Prairie West can, slow it down. Jock in the corner. And that's staying here. And it's some Prairie West with possession. Nice play right there. Jahill with possession, trying to get something going. Ooh, pull up. Hey, I love the confidence. I love the confidence. You know, 31-26. Eli trying to go in the lane. And Eli with a nice layup right there.
What can they do with it?
Nice defense. And 33-26. Verona Wildcats are leading. And this timeout is brought to you by Metro Ford of Madison. This timeout is brought to you by Metro Family. Verona Wildcats are leading 33-26. Right now, some Prairie West has got to get it close. This is going to come down. Smart plays and understanding. No need to foul. You got Jonte playing some defense right now. Jonte Taylor. Eli with the possession.
Playing smart with it up top. You definitely don't have to rush it, and you're on bonus, so it's like if you take any shot, it should be a layup, but you should take the last shot right now. Going into halftime being up is always a good feeling versus being down.
Yeah.
Who do you think taking the last one?
Will. Or Jackson in the corner. Jackson is by himself.
Nope, Tyrion gonna take it.
You got Jackson Jenner in the corner open.
Oh, nice dime. Oh, get it, finish. That's how you finish it. That's how you finish it. And then look at Coach Rob. He's like, that's how we finish it. That's how you finish it. Wildcats managed to come back. Some Prairie West was leading for a while there and controlling that game momentum.
Yeah.
So let's see. What? Like I always say, it depends on how they come out that second half, right? See who's doing what.
Yeah.
What's your predictions on the second half when they come back out?
I'm gonna be honest. From what we've seen in the past with both teams, it really depends, man. Some Prairie West, they know what's at stake. Being an underdog, they know how this feels being down already.
Yeah, they do.
They know how it feels, not being the highest in the conference. So to be honest, whatever they are feeling right now going into the half, they probably already felt that before.
100%.
Being down, but now they got something, that they can hold on to. Man, we beat this team already. But, Verona Wildcats, they know how to play more fundamental basketball and understanding when to take the shot, winning to go for one shot, when to, just play they play their game at a different pace.
They do.
But we'll see.
All right. Then we're going to take a quick commercial break. Have a word from our sponsors. Want to say thank you for tuning in to Up Next TV Network. Stay dialed in right now. If you're watching us on social media, make sure you like and subscribe. Like and follow share and subscribe.
Yeah, man.
Got
on
a bit of
YouTube.
a tongue twister there. Also, you can download our apps on all platforms.
Yes.
Android, iPhone, any smart TV that you have.
Come on, we up next.
Download Up Next TV.
Let's go.
We'll be right back.
Go to Muriel's Place. You've got to try the off-the-block pizza, salsa, and cookie.
Cindy. Girl, you're way too late. I'm eating their cookies right now.
Don't deal with the hassle and shenanigans when shopping for a new Kia. Here at Metro Kia in Madison, we offer full price transparency and we'll match the price of any Kia out there. Also, we'll include our 20-year, 200,000-mile warranty, which we fully stand behind, and 2 years of no-charge maintenance. Stop in today at Metro Kia in Madison.
I'm Tony. I run a restaurant, but Up Next TV Network helped me fill more tables.
Want massive streaming exposure? Up Next TV gets your business on 500 plus streaming apps.
Hey, it's Makai Jackson, the host of Up Next Athlete, where we shine a light on upcoming talent. If you feel like you want to be seen and heard and want a chance to get interviewed, contact us today and come take a seat.
At House of Healing Health and Wellness, we believe in natural healing from the inside out. Real ingredients, real results. I recommend everyone visit House of Healing Health and Wellness right here in Madison, Wisconsin. Start your healing today naturally.
JG Contracting of Wisconsin, your trusted partner for all your deck building and handyman needs. Dreaming of the perfect outdoor space? Let us bring it to life with our expert deck building services. Need a reliable handyman? We've got you covered. And here's the best part. Book now and enjoy up to 15% off your service. Don't miss out on this exclusive offer. Call us today at 471-5085 or book online at www.jgcontractingwi.com. JG Contracting of Wisconsin, where quality meets affordability.
Hey, Logan Sand here, General Sales Manager at Metro Ford of Madison, home of the exclusive 2020 200,000-mile powertrain warranty on every brand new vehicle. Come see us at 5422 Wayne Terrace, Madison, Wisconsin.
I'm Kayla. I style hair, but Up Next TV Network gave my salon real visibility on screen.
Get your business seen on 500 plus streaming TV apps. Contact Up Next TV Network today.
Welcome to Wisco Kids Place, the ultimate play and party center for kids ages 1 through 11. Jump into our huge ball pit, explore interactive games, building blocks, and bounce on our trampoline. Looking for the perfect party, we throw epic birthday celebrations your child will never forget. Visit us at 2136 City View Drive, Madison, Wisconsin, or check us out online at wiscokidsplace.com. Let's play.
Hey, music lovers, ready to vibe with the best hip-hop and R&B? The Video Vault channel Up Next TV Network that has the hottest countdowns, trading hits, industry stars, and rise of local stars. Don't miss out. Download the app. And it's on all platforms.
Oh, I'm telling. You know you're not supposed to be eating Dad's cookies.
Here, just take my allowance and don't say none.
Where are my cookies? I gotta call Muriel's Place for another dozen.
When salvation falls from the sky, no one is safe.
Let me
below.
through! Eat this!
Buddy, please!
Welcome back to this second half. Right now we got the Verona Wildcats leading 35. The Wolves trailing 26. We want to see what those coaches said during that halftime and see who comes out explosive.
Yeah. You know, Xavier was going to go down there and try to, on that fast break, he was going to try to dunk that.
Yeah, he was.
Yeah, he was close to. I thought he was too.
Eli said, nah,
that's too much.
You had that.
Yeah.
Like, no. Start over. Let's see if we get another half of them being in the bonus. Got Verona starting with the ball here.
Turn with possession. Passing it to Will. Great defense. Xavier. And an offensive foul on Xavier. Offensive foul on Prairie West right there. You know, this half is going to show us right here. And a nice bucket from Maddox down low. TJ with the ball, trying to get something going. Back to Jahil. And a foul. It's a lot of fouls being called tonight. Jahil passing the ball in to TJ. TJ with a nice move going all the way. Nice layup from TJ right there. Can Verona Wildcats respond back? Oh, nice. Turner with the ball, passing it in. Let's see. Trying to get it down to Jackson. Throws it to Eli. Will with the ball, trying to get it going. Picks up his dribble, passes it. Jackson down low. Whoa. And a nice three from Taryn Jackson right there. 40-28. Now some separation. Now can Prairie West lock in and not let this bother them? Jackson going all the way. You know, these fouls are getting called early, man. Jackson at the free throw line shooting two. See if he can knock down these free throws right here. And there you go, Jackson stepping up when it matters the most, knocking down those free throws. 41-28. You know, one player that got to get back in this game is that, you know, Xavier got to get to work. I'm going to be honest. And a nice layup right there from Jahil.
deep three from Maddox. You know, we don't see a lot of Maddox shooting threes. But, hey, that doesn't mean he can't knock him down. And TJ responds back with a shot of his own. You know, Maddox, wow. You know, and the follow-through looked nice. You know, Taryn with the ball right now trying to get something going. Trying to get something going. And a nice block from TJ right there. You know, right now, you know, this game is close, man. 44-34. You know, we got two teams trying to get a bucket. I'm going to be honest. Trying to get something going. You know, you got to keep hands off. You got to keep hands off in these situations. You know, 44-34, 10-point lead. Verona Wildcats, you know, they do excellent in these type of situations. You know, especially when they have room and comfort. You know, it's a 10-point lead. Yes, something can change. Yes, you know, it's still time. And Will with the deep three right there. You know, like I was saying, like very hard to stop. And Taryn with his third foul. You know, he's playing a big role in tonight's game. You know, so they don't need him in no type of foul trouble. You know, Jahil is doing an excellent job with drawing the foul. I'm going to be honest. Doing an excellent job. TJ with possession right now. Trying to get something going. Nice steal. Does it stay here? Yes, it's staying here. And Taryn is out of. Taryn is subbing out. You got Carter subbing back in. Ooh! And goes up with it strong. That's what you got to do. That's smart. You know, getting your own rebound and going back up with it. Nice play right there from Jahil. But now, these free throws matter. If he can knock down both, great. You know, that's wonderful. That puts him in a better position. You know, when you're playing Verona right now, especially when they have the momentum, it's very hard to knock it off. The only way you knock it off is getting them in foul trouble. You know, because everybody's hot. Everybody's playing their game, and everybody's playing as one. Both teams are like that right now. You know, you got Jahil knocking down the first free throw right there. 47-35. Can he knock down this one right here? And yes, he can. Stepping up when it matters most. And he's doing just that. You know, right now, it's 47-36. Hayden with the ball right now, trying to get something going. You got Eli in the corner, getting trapped. Caden with the ball. You know, you got to let them play basketball, man. You know, it's a lot of fouls being called tonight. You know, right now they're saying there was 2 different calls right there. You know, you got Coach Swanson talking over with the ref right there. Trying to get something going. You throw it up to Will. Nice pull up, but blocked by Xavion. And Xavion is going to the line. Oh, excuse me. No, he's not. You got Deontay. You know, Deontay got to be careful with his hands. Got to be careful. Got to be careful. You know, in these situations right here, you don't need anything putting your team in a situation. Xavion doing what he... Oh. And I'm going to be honest right now. Is if Xavion continues to crash the lane like that, this lead is going to change. You know, I'm going to be honest right now. If Xavion knocks down these free throws right here, he misses the first one. You know, in these situations, they need these free throws. They need them. And he knocks down the second one. You got Eli bringing up the ball right now, trying to get something going. Back to Eli. You know, one player you don't want to leave open. It's Eli. Got Deontay in the corner. You know, oh, nice pass right there. Kind of risky. Got Eli by himself in the 3. And he knocks it down. And a nice 3 right there from Eli. You know, 50 to 35. Excuse me, 50 to 37. You know, pushing the pace right now. You got Ja Hill. 12 minutes left. Nice 3 right there, and that's in there. And a nice 3-pointer from Xavion for Sun Prairie West. 50 to 40 right now. Jenner with the ball. Nice defense right there, but Deontay going inside, trying to get something going. Caden with the ball. Loses the ball. TJ comes up with it. You got Xavion by himself. Oh, and he misses the dunk. He misses the dunk right there. But Xavion back up strong, and one bucket from Xavion. Xavion right there making that bucket. Knocking it down right there. You got to zoom in right there. After a tough bucket like that. I told you guys, if Xavion continues to go inside and be aggressive, man, this is going to change. You know, but Verona is doing an excellent job. Everybody is playing the game. You got Eli knocking down some big threes, and they need those. You know, he's been stepping up. He's been stepping up. Got Taryn with the ball right now, trying to get something going. 50 to 43. And Verona, Sun Prairie West is now in bonus. You know, right now, we've seen this happen. We've seen this already. You know, the first team are usually getting in bonus. right now, 52-43. Some Prairie West is now in bonus. You know, I'm going to be honest with you. We got us a game. Ooh, and that could have been a steal right there. Got TJ bringing up the ball. You know, for him being a taller guard, you know, standing at about, you know, 6'2". And he's only a junior, you know, and that was a push off. Eli with the ball. Jump ball. You know, right now.
Transition in that game, huh? In this game so far.
And some Prairie West is in bonus, by the way. You know, they're in bonus. You know, one player that got to get back in this game is Jahi. You know, you can't sit him right now. Not in these moments. You know. And you just can't. You know. You got to get him back in this game. You know, keep him in the rotation.
Yeah.
You know, everybody else, you know, you can move them around, but that point guard position matters the most. You know, they just had 2 turnovers. 2 turnovers. You got Xavion on the bench. You know,
Taryn with the ball here. Let's see.
And a nice steal from TJ. In backcourt.
Over and back.
Now they have to score. You know, if some Prairie West want to have any chance to come back, they got to do it now. You're in bonus. You're in bonus. You're in bonus. Yeah. TJ, got to do what he do.
No good.
You know, you got to. Nice defense from TJ. That's how you make up for it right there. The freshman with the nice handles. Oh, passes it.
What was that?
One of their players. And he's shooting at the line, I believe. You know, they're in bonus. You know, these are some big free throws. You know, you got the freshman in there. You know. See if we can knock down these free throws. You know, on the bench for Verona Wildcats, you know, you got Owen still on the bench. And the freshman knocks down the first free throw. 52-44, and they're in bonus.
Yeah.
And I'm going to be honest, when teams are in bonus, hey, great job from the freshman. You know, you got Thomas Malone stepping up when it matters the most, cutting this lead down. You know, it's 52-45. Right now, Taryn got to go to work. This is he loves this matchup right here.
Oh, nice move by Taryn.
You know, the ref gave him that look like, hey.
He pushed off.
Yeah, hey.
He gave him that.
And they're going back to the line. They're going back to the line. You know, if anybody has any updates on the game from Madison West and Oregon, you know, let us know.
Look like we just got an update in from our valuable source, Mr. Russell, Jeff Russell.
Okay.
It looks like Oregon is up 51-50 versus West.
And Malone.
Whoa. It looks like West head coach and a player got ejected from the game tonight.
What?
Yeah, Madison West. That's what it looks like from the source.
And Malone stepping up, knocking down these free throws, cutting the lead again. You know, hey, being a freshman, being able to play varsity, man, that's awesome.
And make an impact. Taryn getting in the lane. Oh.
You know, one player that got to get back in this game is Jahill. You know, Jahill has been on
sitting out for a while.
Yeah. You know, you got to get him back in.
He's making an impact.
a big impact. You know, I would keep the freshmen in Jahill, see if they can play off each other. You know, you got to get, you know, Xavion in there as well. And the reason why I'm saying this because, you know, I'm seeing it. You know that they're putting up a great competitive fight right now, trying to get back in this game. You know, and Carter fouls again. You know, you don't want to get them in bonus. 3 fouls away.
Right now, Oregon is leading Madison West 53-50. 5 minutes left in the second half.
I wonder why they. Wow.
Anybody got any update on the Monona Grove game versus Madison La Follette? Let us know. Will draws a foul there. Headed back to the line.
You know, Will at the line right now. You know, he does very well from the line, you know, from the previous games that we've seen. You know, knocking down those clutch free throws.
Getting back in the game now.
Yeah. You know, now you got to get to work. You got to show everybody why you deserve to get in the game.
Yeah, he glances at the clock as he gets in, looks at that scoreboard.
You know, and one thing I will say about Jahill, he knows how to play. And both teams are in bonus. But, you know, he knows how to play smart IQ basketball, you know.
And I believe he's only a sophomore, right?
Yeah. Junior.
Junior?
Yep.
Jahill?
Yeah, only a junior. Oh. You know, you got to get your whole starting 5 back in this game.
With a layup, and it's good.
Oh. Verona Wildcats do have the lead. You know, if I'm some Prairie West right now, I got to play man-to-man defense, man.
And Verona could be more patient, but Will draws up in one as he gets hyped up.
Okay. That's how you do it right there. And Xavion getting back into this game. You know, you got Xavion, you got Jahill both back into tonight's game.
Will knocks down a big free throw.
They got to start right now. If they want any chance of a comeback, they got to do it right now. Jock with the ball. What are your predictions?
Way that is looking right now, I think Verona going to take off with this one.
You know, I say if Xavier keeps going down low and you know, trying to get down low. Oh, that could have. Oh. Yeah, Verona Wildcats are leading 60-48 right now.
Just got another update right now. Madison West 57, Oregon 53. 2 minutes left.
Wait, Oregon is winning?
Madison West is winning 57-53 over Oregon. 2 minutes left.
That's a big game. You know,
thank you to Jeff Russell keeping us updated.
Yeah.
So the winner of that game will play the winner of tonight's game. Verona versus Prairie will play the winner of that game tomorrow.
Jonte with the steal, pushing the pace. He needs to go. He needs to go to work right now. Reed
got Rustler back in the game.
Got Rustler. And a deep three from John Hamilton. Now it's time. Can they feed off that momentum right now? You know, Verona Wildcats have been in control since the half. Great defense from Jai Hill, and that just traveled. Oh. Can this game change?
If I'm Coach Rob right now, based on the way this next possession go, I'm calling timeout.
I was just thinking that. From both ends, though, too. Both ends. I got Xavion's in the corner by himself. You know, Maddox is playing defense, but we know Xavion is a player that, you know, loves going inside. Oh, Jock Hamilton needs to go all the way. Oh, draws a foul. And double bonus. Double bonus. Hey. They're going to have to work. You got Coach Robinson, you know. He's trying to talk to his team on the sideline. Trying to tell them, hey, keep your hands up. You got to keep your hands up. You know, they're in double bonus. You know, so he guaranteed gets two. And he knocks that one down. That looked good. Yeah.
See what Jock does here? That's some big free throws right there.
60-53 right now. It's time. You know, Jonte is playing really good defense. You know, Taryn, you know, is just stepping up to the plate. I'm gonna be honest, having to go against different guards all game.
Yeah.
You know, he got all conference honorable mention for a reason. You know,
Will gets in the lane.
Reed Rustler. Excuse me.
That's his brother.
Excuse me. I might have said that wrong. Nolan Rustler.
We're commentating some of Reed's football games.
Yeah.
His younger brother. First free throw good there.
Now they're both in double bonus.
Couldn't quite get that second one.
And Coach Robinson doesn't look, you know, he doesn't look like that was the right call. Even the fans are, you know, yelling out boo right now. They didn't like that call. 61-53. I'm going to be honest with you. I think Prairie West is going to go on a run.
Uh-oh, Taryn playing D. Jai Hill trying to get in there.
That was a little short. You got Elmer again back in this game. You know, Xavier needs to take control. You know, Taryn doing an amazing job right now with the ball. You know. And Will, he doing what he do best. You know, getting down low.
Right now, it looks like Madison La Follette 66, Monona Grove 56. 2 minutes and 30 seconds left.
Uh-oh.
So they knocks down that first one.
I believe either they're playing against the winner between Wanakee. I don't know who's Wanakee's playing. You know, or they play Beloit.
Second one's good. Big free throws.
This game has only been a 10-point game. I'm gonna be honest. Let's see if Elmer.
Oh, over and back. Oh, okay. I thought he was gonna call foul on him.
Yeah. Man, this is a close game still, though, man. 10-point lead, 5 minutes left. You know, both teams are competing, though. I'm gonna be honest. Turn with the ball, showing off his handles right now. Gotta be careful.
Get in the lane. Oh, couldn't quite fall.
Gotta push the pace. You got to.
Yeah. Jock Hamilton gets in the lane.
Draws a foul, yeah.
Going to the free throw line.
That's their best bet if they're trying to get back in tonight's game.
Yeah, you gotta play. Standing up top, swinging the ball around for 2 minutes ain't gonna help.
And he's knocking them down, though. You know, Jock Hamilton, if I'm reading right, he said, man, we got 4 minutes left, man. Come on.
Yeah.
You know, and that's true. Can the underdogs come back? It's a nice game.
Let's see what we got. Both free throws good.
Now, if I'm Sun Prairie West, I'm playing full court. You know, they're talking over a call right now.
The Wildcat fans are cheering right now.
Will pushing the pace. I wouldn't be surprised if he tries to dunk one. Hey. And he's doing the right thing, going right to the lane.
Just got another update. Look like Madison West 61, Oregon 58. 52 seconds left in the game.
Uh-oh. Okay, Madison West
knocks down that first one.
You know, all Madison West have to do, hands up, get the possession.
Yeah.
You know, hey, I'm calling it out. Quincy Mosley, hey.
3-point game.
Hey, Mosley, come on. Ooh, do that step back that I seen. I seen him do the step back from the 3-point range. Calling it out. Let me know if my predictions are right. That's only if Oregon.
Big free throw from Will. Knocks down both.
Tim, you got to give it to Xavier. You know, Xavier has been a little quiet. You got to give him the ball, man.
Uh-oh. Oh, he pushed him. Going out of the way.
You got to get Xavier back involved, man. And they're shooting. 4 minutes, that's still a long time, man.
Yeah, it is.
And it's only a 10-point lead.
Yeah. Both teams are playing hard right now.
Yeah. And I guarantee 2 free throws.
Man, honestly, if I was both teams right now, I'm working for a layup every time. Oh,
and they hitting these free throws, though.
Free throws.
And it looks like, man, they started to try to come back, man. You know, all they need is 2 stops. If they get those 2 stops,
Boom, knocking them free throws down. That's how you do it.
Yeah, man.
Free throws are huge. Uh-oh, look like they're calling for a tech.
If Verona scores this possession. Oh, yep, and that's a foul. Offensive foul, I believe. Excuse me. That was a foul on Sun Prairie West, number 1, Chrome.
Big free throw. It's coming down to a free throw game, man.
Yeah.
The rest of these points going to be scored from the line. And you got to hit them. Nice. Will scores 4 free throws in a row from the line.
Right now, you know, you got to get the ball. You got to move the ball around.
We just got another update. Madison West 62, Oregon 62, 20 seconds left.
Didn't I tell you, Quincy Mosley, you got to go handle business, man. Go handle business.
Thank you, Mr. Russell.
Let me know if my predictions are right. It got to go to Mosley. Or Cavellis.
OT. Okay, Coach Rob starting to tell him to bring it out. Will get in the lane. Yup, stay on the free throw line.
They calling everything, though.
Yeah, they is. And Madison West has the ball right now with that 20 seconds left.
Hey, I told you what's going to happen. Told you. Go ahead and show that mid-range jump shot.
See what happens.
And Will, man, he's been stepping up. Definitely.
Knocking him down.
They got to do something right now if they want to have any chance of a comeback, you know.
Oh, Will with the steal. Oh, he going back to the line. That's how you got to do it, man. Staying out that line, that's why they play. He like, man, listen, we at home. I'm trying to continue to play. We playing tomorrow. That's the attitude you got to have.
These are big free throws right here. These can seal the deal. I'm going to be honest.
Boom. 1.
This one might be over.
Huge free throws. Good move, good pass. That was nice. I got to run that one back. Huge free throw.
They didn't count it? Oh, they counted.
Good move, good pass. That was nice. Got a timeout here. And this timeout is brought to you by the Metro family of Madison, Metro Ford and Metro Kia of Madison.
Yes, yes.
If you're in the market for a new or pre-owned vehicle, stop by Metro Ford and Metro Kia of Madison. If you're in the market for that new Ford F-150 pickup truck or Super Duty, Metro Ford of Madison is your #1 place in Madison or surrounding areas for Ford F-150.
So who won? Let us know. You said 20 seconds left. Who sealed it off?
Let's see what we got. Waiting on our source to get back in touch with us.
Oh, that was a steal they needed.
They're in OT right now. Not over yet. There's still 2.5 seconds left in that game.
You know, that should be some Perry West with possession. Xavier needs to take control in these last 2 minutes, man. You know, he's letting you guys play. You got to get to work.
It's like they're trying to put the ball in Jahil's hands a lot. Oh, still. Oh. Look like Taryn getting up slow there.
Verona Wildcats. This one is over. I'm gonna be honest.
Look like they're heading to overtime right now, Madison West and Oregon.
Wow. You don't see that a lot, Eli missing both. You know, it's still 2 minutes left, man.
A lot could happen.
But these layups that they take, man, they got to make sure they...
TJ with the floater. No good.
They're getting themselves out of this one, man. You know, get a layup, 61.
Right now, from Verona, taking my time.
And I'm gonna be honest, you know, just because you guys are losing, you know, don't give up, man. And Taryn Jackson going to the line, you know, he's been having a really good game as well.
Big free throw. Wow, some Prairie West let it slip away. They were doing so good at first.
Oh. Thought you said Madison West.
Taryn knocks down both free throws.
Yeah, no, they were playing really good, you know, but you got to tell teams right away. Verona does a really good job, like, when it's later on in the game, man. Like, they know how to seal it off.
Yeah, they see where you're at. Oh, he caught a jump ball on that one. Looks like Madison LaFollette is leading 76-58 over MG.
Wow. So, I mean, man, winner of tonight's game, you know, Verona's going to be playing winner of Oregon and Madison West, you know. Madison West seals that off, wins that game, and then we got us another rematch.
Yeah.
You know, and I believe they're going to have their full squad this time. You know, a couple guys were out.
Uh-oh. Whoa. Whoa. Will tried to get him one. He tried to dunk on him.
Hey.
He tried to dunk on him.
I told you, though. I'm like, he going to try to get him one later.
Yeah, he tried to dunk on him.
You know, try to dunk on him right there, catch him slipping.
Yeah.
The way he be elevating in the air, you wouldn't even think he's going to go dunking until it's too late.
Got like a little step.
I'm going to be honest, if he would have dunked that one. You know, and he's only a junior.
Oh, yeah.
So he best believe, you know.
Knocks down that second one. They caused the block. knocks down a free throw.
And I'm gonna be honest, both teams have been doing a great job with knocking down free throws, though.
100%.
You know, this game just came down to, I'm gonna be honest, just the IQ standpoint.
Yeah.
You know, understanding when to attack the lane, when to keep it out, and you know.
Ooh, he's gonna go up. He's gonna go up for that one.
He like, man, I can't let you dunk on this though. I can't. Say you don't got no hops. You know, someone said that on the court. You know, and Jackson has been doing a great job. I'm gonna be honest. Really, the inside game is him.
Yeah.
You know, being able to control what goes up, you know, and making up for those missed layups early on in the game. You know, but I think this one's over.
We also got Madison West leading 70, Oregon 67 with 1 minute left.
You know, and that Will's trying to get that dunk, man. And he might get it. He might get that dunk he won't.
Oh! Okay. I gotta replay that.
He might get that dunk he won't. I told you he was gonna get that dunk.
We got it.
I told you.
We got it.
That's how you do it. That's how you do it. That's how you do it right there. Put the icing on the cake.
Okay. And the Wildcat fans are starting to celebrate. It was a great game played by both teams. I'm not gonna lie. You know, some Prairie West came out and they wasn't making it easy. You know, they showed why they deserve to be here. But at the same time, we both know that the Wildcats wanted to get their get back.